You should have an understanding of what your expenses are versus your income. You want to have or build an emergency fund. You need to have a fund that is there to access in case something larger happens. We usually tell people that 3 to 6 months is good. That tends to be a stretch sometimes. So you could use 10% of income. You can wait to save money for longer term and really go aggressively at the debt. What you give up is you give up the time value of money. If you don't put money in early, right, and you wait 10 years and then you start putting it in and you have someone that put it in for the first 10 years, you're not going to catch them. When I started many, many years ago, we always told people you'll be in a lower tax bracket when you retire. And that's not always the case. In fact, a lot of times people are still in a pretty high tax bracket. You're starting to grow your wealth. Now you need to start managing your taxes. And I don't mean getting your tax return done. I mean actual planning. A lot of times as incomes go up, you're just paying the tax, and you're not stepping back and realizing, man, this is a lot of tax. You're just used to paying it. You've got the income to cover it, but that does not mean that there are not strategies that can help minimize that. You don't need to know it all. You just need to have a relationship with someone that knows it or can find out the answers. If you do have a practice and you've got good cash flow, there's retirement plans that you can structure and set up where you can put in a lot more. If it's an issue that somewhere deep down, they just absolutely have spending problem, then you really need to work on budgeting, right? Budgeting personally, but then also budgeting from a perspective of the business. 15 years from retirement and less 10 years, okay, we're gonna work towards this number so that at some point you could say, look, I have walk away money. They get scholarships, you can take out of the 529 plan equal to the scholarship and you're not penalized. It's not about having enough, it's what you do with what you have. Wealth isn't just about income, it's about intentional planning and flexibility. And so I just love people thinking about that. Your income could be great, fortunate to have it, but also that intentional planning, flexibility along the way, that's really building your overall financial life and wealth.